Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome back to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We also create comic books as part of the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge, started by Kevin Cross. It's where you spend 30 minutes a day, every day, working on your own personal comic book project. You do that for 100 days straight, and the idea is that if you've got this busy schedule, you can always find 30 minutes in your day. It's, you know, there's got to be 30 minutes in your day every day for 100 days straight that you can find to work on your comic. So it's for people with these busy lifestyles, and it's just a way, it's just a challenge so that you can get some progress done on your book. So speaking of books, what's my book? My book is this. This is the series here. This is issue 1, issue 2, issue 3 of Young and the Dead. I'm currently wishing I was done, but I'm working on issue 4 of Young and the Dead. And what is Young and the Dead? It's a kids versus zombies story. If you're into like Goonies or Monster Squad. Do you guys know Monster Squad? If you're not familiar with Monster Squad, go out and check that movie out. That is like one of my all-time favorite movies. I actually like it a little better than Goonies. But anyway, that's sort of the genre it's in, so if you think you might like that, check it out. Where are we in the challenge? Let's see. We are moving on up. So today is May 5th. Yesterday it was May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Today is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Now, not that I need any excuse to eat Mexican food or drink margaritas, but well, actually, I kind of do because I'm on this diet right now. So, but you know, occasions like this, I can kind of take a little break because I love Mexican food. So, hopefully, I'll get to go out and get some. Well, you know what? Maybe if I make it at home, because I don't. The problem is when you've got these big celebrations, whether it's like St. Patrick's Day or whatever. You know, I tend to stay home on those days because those are the days you don't want to go to like an Irish pub on, you know, St. Patrick's Day. Well, some people do. It's a little too much for me. Same thing with Cinco de Mayo. So I'm sure all of the Mexican food places are going to be super crowded, but maybe I have to do my own taco night or some taco event here in the underground laboratory. Anyway, so where are we? We are at day 94. So we get our big pad of paper over our fat Sharpie and we jot that down so we know where we are. And yeah, and it keeps counting down and getting closer and closer to the end of this thing, man. It is like in my sights. But anyway, so that's where we are. But where do we want to be? We want to be up here in the paralleloscope so we can see what's going on in the process of creating my comic book Young and the Dead, issue number 4. So let's go check it out. So we're back on page 8, and I decided to kind of revisit this panel. The one I started on yesterday, I wasn't really happy with it. It was a little too plain, I think. I think it needed a little extra. And partially because sort of a conundrum I got myself in on the script. There's a line where, so basically what's happened here, there's a police squad car that is carrying the father of our main character to kind of an escort to a destination. So en route to this place, another car which had a driver that turned into a zombie kind of veered off the road and smashed into him. So we've got these two smashed up cars right here. And there was a line, there was like a distress call on the CB radio that the father tried to make, and he mentioned Crossroads, and originally I was thinking that this was kind of like not a dirt road, but it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, like this facility's out, basically, you know, far away from, you know, civilization, I guess, you know, kind of on the outskirts of town. So, but when I mentioned that, I said it was like on the corner of, like, say, I don't remember exactly, but like Washington and First or something like that. It's in those kind of streets. They sort of sound like it would be sort of a more of a central type location. So whether I go back and change that, I don't know. But just to show, so I do still want the facility that they're heading to be out in the kind of middle of nowhere, but maybe they haven't got that far yet. So anyway, I decided to draw, you can see a little bit of it in the left-hand corner, a little overpass, and just fill it in with a little more foliage, just to make it a little more interesting. So that's kind of what I'm working with now. And there's a few spots in my book that, you know, when you're writing and you're not always considering exactly what's coming down the road, sometimes you kind of write yourself into some corners. But that's the good thing with kind of releasing this as floppies, individual comics, as opposed to the graphic novel, because I can go in and kind of George Lucas that, for lack of a better term, and change it. And whatever you think about that, you know, it's the book was always meant to be a trade, but the floppies are there just kind of as benchmarks and to kind of give me a, so it doesn't seem so, this task of creating these doesn't seem so overwhelming. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about today. Tamales. You sure you know what you're doing?
No, I can't do this in the bowl. I need to put some more. I want to put some more water in. Do you like a turkey baster?
No, I don't have that.
How about a funnel?
I have like a syringe, like a big syringe. Oh.
Just to be able to stick it down the edge of the pot.
The only funnels I have oil in them.
Maybe a measuring cup.
All right, tamales are done. This is the first time she's made tamales, so hopefully they turned out.
You want me to change that from a question to a statement? I haven't even seen her. Probably.
All right, we're back in the underground lair, and it is time to say goodbye to day 94. We'll crumble that up, throw that in the garbage. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 95. Can you believe it? Only 5 more days to go. Man, can't believe it. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 95. That is all. Hey everyone, you've seen the process, now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at Serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in the series. There's much more to come.